The stream stays strong. All right. We are in the green right now. Let's set it off.
What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
Oh yes, we are here. Slightly late. I won't say who.
No. We ain't late because I put on IG and we started at 9.
Oh, okay.
So we actually good. So
Bruh.
those comments.
Bruh.
Out of here.
Let's clap it up. We are live and in the building. It only took an extra 30 minutes, but we got it going. It only took an extra 30 minutes, but we got it going. Josh is finally in the building.
Oh, that's always my fault.
Finally in the building. No, it's
Today we on our bloody all red, everything. What's going on?
I mean,
This is the second time we dressed
red.
alike and we didn't even try. Remember we had the all colorful shirt that one time, the yellows.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was definitely not. And then today
Well,
was
no,
the
I
red.
think I was. I think I had like tie dye on or something.
And I had we were like really bright. We should have called it the bright episode.
The bright.
The bright episode. All good. Welcome. Whoever's here, welcome. Whoever's not here, I'll see you later. Either way, how was your weekend, sir? Weekday, weekend, how was everything?
I mean, I feel like it's a never-ending like list of things that I'm trying to accomplish because I'm still like unpacking or
Gotcha.
getting stuff done. But I did get back to the gym, so we could clap that up. I did take my lazy fat ass to the gym, and I realized something. I know that I had a lot going on, but I feel like sometimes I allowed that to be like my excuse. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I started to be like, wait, like, nah, because at one point I would work out even if I was just at home. I would just do something at home. So I definitely let the laziness kick in the last 2 months.
I'm still dealing with COVID. That's my excuse.
The pandemic weight. Pandemic weight is real, people. The pandemic weight is real.
The pandemic laziness.
Yes. But I'm trying to get out of it. Although the fatness tour that I'm about to endure on is not going to help me
he going to PR.
the next 2 weeks.
Food over there is incredible.
Bro, the minute I get off the plane, I'm going straight to Bevels.
Yo,
minute I get off the plane, I'm going straight to Bevels. It's crazy, bro.
You're gonna be going
It's
in,
crazy. Yo, facts. I may not be the most athletic big dude, but we like to refer to it as fatletic. So the big guys that are athletic, we refer to it as fatletic. All right, or bimble, big and nimble. Facts. Rest in peace, Bismarcky.
we was gonna start off with
legendary Hall of Famer. Thank you for throwing that in the chat.
That was
actually,
the first
it's crazy. I didn't even know, Josh. You just told me about it right now, man. And it's crazy, man.
We lost 2 legends in the last couple of months, man.
Yeah,
two legends. It's crazy. It's Bismarcky. I wish we could play that music real quick.
Yeah, that's the only thing. No copyright strikes. No copyright strikes. And we gonna try to watch our language. We've been a little loose with the profanity, so we're gonna try to ease on that a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta act like I'm at work. So
Yeah, I know.
I know.
We gotta have our corporate hats on.
All right, so R.I.P. Bismarcky. He lost his battle to diabetes. He's been fighting it for a while. There was a rumor that he had passed away like a month ago, and they came out and they said, nah, he didn't pass away. He's just sick and he's dealing with it. And then unfortunately, he died earlier today.
It's similar to that Black Rob image that went around. And people had said that he had passed away.
And he was in the hospital. So Bismarcky, hopefully he's in a better place now.
Yeah. Also, just because as somebody like that wasn't like my prime era. But
you're still listening to his music, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
and having an older brother, I got to enjoy that era, even though it wasn't my era.
But you got what I need is like cult classic.
No, but there's more to that.
Play the music with your
like,
mouth.
Like there's just so many. Yeah, there's just so many hits. Like he's a Hall of Famer.
Joey fuck with Vapors. That's his song.
That's like a class. That's what I'm saying. Like
song.
he's very underrated and definitely. In my hip hop Hall of Fame, he would definitely be in my hip hop Hall of Fame. So it's definitely
without a doubt he's in the hip hop Hall of Fame. Without a doubt he's in the hip hop Hall of Fame. Without a doubt. All right, what's up? Let's recap the week. The All-Star game, the festivities. Let's just clap it up for my man Pete Alonso.
Yeah, we can clap it up for Pete. Let's clap it up for Pete. Let's clap it up for Pete. Yo, so hold on. Yeah. So I will say this. He put on a show. He definitely put on a show. And no. You got to clap it up for the dude that was pitching to him. Yo. If anybody follows the Pitching Ninja on Twitter, that's an amazing account, and he actually really breaks down like pitches in detail. Pitching Ninja had amazing overlay of 4 separate pitches from the dude throwing to Alonso. Yo, literally, they were like perfect. The overlays. I'm sorry. No problem. The overlays.
Coronavirus.
Were all. The overlays were 4 separate pitches, but they look almost identical. It was nuts. So.
Yo, he was hitting that shit anywhere. Bro.
No, of course. But it helps having somebody serving you perfect meatballs.
When he had 17 and he was going into the extra minute, he hit 7 straight home runs. Like I was like, no.
Yeah, okay, but Josh, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know the ball was perfect.
Any of those hitters would tell you, yo, if I got somebody throwing to me, like that's a big difference.
What's a better performance? I'm gonna give you 3. His performance this year, Vlad's performance last year, or what's Josh's performance?
I was gonna say at Yankee Stadium. That performance was pretty. Hamilton, you talking about Yankee Stadium? I think
and he still didn't win.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm not gonna. I think Pete's performance even this year is just outstanding.
That's what I'm saying. Is this year or Vlad? Remember, Vlad hit shit ton of home runs last year.
I think I'm gonna give it to Pete because I think with the intensity that he brought to it this year, I think he's actually gonna make this event better next year. Just because people see like no, you got to bring it. Yeah. Like Pete came ready to battle with anybody. He didn't care who it was.
Judge only did 1, right? He won 1 and then he didn't do it no more.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad he didn't because he would have gave everybody else COVID. I mean,
he did.
Yeah, like I should say this. I don't know if Judge is vaccinated, but apparently the Yankees, like Gio Urshela and some of these other anti-vax.
Voit and Gio. Got about 3 or 4
if you look at the pus that we put in our lineup today. You would understand, like, it's so dumb. A high percentage of the team, I believe it's over 85% of the team is vaccinated. And it's the handful of idiots that are the reason that we're probably going to get smacked by Boston. And it's just bananas.
And it's crazy. There was 4 Boston players. Why couldn't they be taken out next to Judge? Because it was Bogart.
Yeah.
It was Rafael.
No, they have 5 All-Stars.
Right?
Boston had 5 All-Stars.
Barnes, yeah. Rafael Devers, Barnes.
And none of them tested positive.
Because they said
it was a setup. It was a setup. Somebody went over there with COVID and just like, just giving out COVID to all the Yankee players.
Yeah, I'm so over COVID, dude. I'm so over it, man.
I'm definitely over it too. But now with the new variant, unfortunately, it's going to be another outbreak, right? And ironically, it's going to be an outbreak of.
I've been watching Loki for 6 weeks. I don't even want to hear that fucking word.
I hear you,
variant.
But hold on. This is the that's
variant,
funny.
I don't want to hear that shit, dude. 6 weeks watching Loki with the variant bullshit.
I feel like where is it? It said. The CDC director said that this is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated, which I think is hilarious.
Dude, I swear, this is starting to feel rigged. I don't like conspiracy theories, but it's too much already.
But so hold on, as somebody who can like you put on the tinfoil hat and you start having those X-Files or those wild thoughts. But as somebody who also watches Frontline and like to listen. I'm just keeping it real.
Black Mirror and shit like that.
No. Frontline. I'm talking about actual like news shows on PBS, where they do actual like journalistic like work, high quality.
Like the guy that was talking about UFOs recently. What's his name? I don't even care.
Oh, Neil deGrasse.
Stuff like that. I hate him too.
But I understand his line of thought. Like I need factual stuff. Like not you can show me something, but I need factual stuff. The fact is like no, this is real. Like,
what's
and
real?
Somebody that's been around the
the
refrigerated trucks. I don't think I would have to explain that to you.
That definitely was there. But how the fuck do we go from Aaron Judge to like conspiracy?
Because the Yankees are anti-vax and they're killing me.
What the fuck segue was that?
I know. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked because the Yankees are anti-vaccinated, and our lineup is like who? The who of who is in the lineup today, and it's ridiculous.
I mean, you still got Sanchez, you still got Glaber,
yes,
Stanton.
Yeah, I get that. All right, but we have 4 guys that nobody's ever heard of in the lineup today.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a little frustrating.
Listen, Tim DeCastro, that's the guy right there, bro. He's gonna change your team. No. What about
Let's see how you like it if it was Pete or Jacob DeGrom or somebody else.
Hold on. Our whole team was hurt the first half. I don't even know how we won.
Yeah.
The whole team, McKinney and Peraza.
Yeah, I know how you won. It's called Jacob DeGrom. That's how you won.
You know what's funny? They didn't even give him the run support.
I know.
That's the horrible part about it. The draft. I would say I don't know much about
another miracle for the Mets. Here we go.
I don't know much about the draft, but I do know about Rocker.
Can we skip the home run derby without talking? We got to talk about that comment. The Pete Alonso said he was the best.
He is.
He said, "I'm the best power hitter in the game."
All right. So if he's not, who's better than him? Forget the numbers. Who's better than him?
So hold on, but we got to discuss the numbers. First of all, I'll give him
season's not over.
The confidence is through the roof.
The season's not over, and he missed about a month of baseball.
Yo, if you could get a 99 in the show for confidence, it's Pete Alonso. He gets 99.
In his credit, he missed about 3 weeks of baseball.
That's fine.
So in 3 weeks, he could have hit at least 5 more home runs. That would have had him at 23. 23 would have been in the top. He would have been in the top 10.
Listen,
all right,
you can't make that statement and
be
number 31 in home runs.
Who's a better power hitter than him? Then
he said number 31. He was number 31 in home runs.
Him? And what Judge got 11.
But Judge wasn't on the mic in front of everyone going, "I'm the best power hitter in the game right now," and then spinning his he is
the best fucking power hitter in the game.
His home run.
All right, we'll see. When he hits 40, 45 home runs this year, we come back and we talk about this. All right.
So if he hits 40, 45 home runs, then I will give him that.
He has the most home runs of anybody in the last 3 years.
You can't be number 31. All right, Brandon Crawford. You got a shortstop. All right, an old 40-year-old shortstop.
You know who has more home runs than him? Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. Here we go again. Yo, I will say this though. Looking over his first half, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think like you were right. Unfortunately, the problem was they had to target him initially, and we spoke about this.
No, I'm not talking. They could have got him.
I know, but I feel like
even after we got Lindor, they were still hearing calls. They were still calling us to trade for him. We didn't have a GM at the time, so I don't. You know, that's going to put me in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad. I don't want to be in a bad mood. Let's move on. So the MLB draft. Again, I don't really know much about it, but I do know who Rocker is, Kumar Rocker.
Yes.
I think a couple years ago he had 19 strikeouts.
He's one of the Vandy boys. Yeah. He's there goes one of the Vandy boys.
I think David Price came from Vanderbilt, right?
David Price came from Vanderbilt. He actually started the whole Vandy boys thing. Yeah. And then you have
Didn't David Price get drafted number 1? He got drafted number 1, right?
He didn't get drafted number 1, but he was the first. He was like a top 10 or top 15 pick, and he might have won number 1. I don't think he won number 1.
I think he came out of that Bryce Harper draft, or maybe before that.
It was an epic draft because
it was a really good draft.
Yeah, it was a really good draft. But Walker Buehler, Vanderbilt has produced some amazing starting pitchers, and here we go, Dallas. I understand. But your man said he was the best power hitter in the game.
He is the best power hitter, dude. He is. You're a hater.
No, he's not.
You're a hater.
No, he's not.
You're a hater.
No, he's not.
Who's the best player in the NBA? Who's the best player in the NBA?
Who's the best player in the NBA?
Arguably, you could say LeBron, but he didn't play this year.
I mean, you always have to say LeBron technically, but I always
he has
say
the
Durant.
most home runs in the last 3 years. And the season's not over yet. And he missed 3 weeks. You're just a hater. I'm not. I can't talk to you, man.
Yo, hold on. You're saying he has the most home runs over the last 3 years because you're including the 75 home runs he hit in his rookie year.
It doesn't matter.
You take that away.
You know what?
Come on, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, here we go.
It doesn't matter.
Here we go.
You just sound like a dad.
Dallas agrees with you. He's the best power hitter in the game. Listen, you know what? All of you Met fans.
Yeah, listen. I was right. David Price went number 1.
All right, he did go number 1.
Haha, I love being right. Clap it up for me being right.
Yes, we can clap it up for Josh being right.
This didn't even work.
Unfortunately, the
We're having
button didn't work for him.
We're having technical difficulties at this time. What fucking machine is? Fuck this. All right.
Man.
I wanted to bring this up since we're on baseball before we move on to the next sport. Let's get this shit straight. What Shohei Ohtani's doing this year is incredible. And if he can do this the next 5 or 6 years, like from now, I think that makes him a Hall of Famer. Even 5 years. 5 years of striking out 200 people.
That's the Sandy
and hitting
Koufax
30 home
argument
runs.
where they have this dominating stretch,
Dude,
even though it's a
so
short
if he does 5 years and he does 200 strikeouts a year and 30 home runs a year, I think he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be probably one of the greatest things we've ever seen. Like a unicorn.
I think he already is, and I've actually dubbed him the unicorn.
Like a unicorn.
Before ESPN and everybody else started calling him that, you could fact check it with Johnny.
Unicorn. So, and I didn't even know that ESPN called him that. It just came to my head. Anyway, but let's get one thing straight, and I don't care what no one says. The best player in baseball is Mike Trout. And that's why I want him. That's why I wanted that.
The best player in baseball, when he's on the field, is Mike Trout.
So everybody, relax. Ohtani's a great person, great to watch, very entertaining. Love him, but he's not better than Trout. Let's just stop it. Let's just stop it. Trout does too much.
Well, the problem is that a lot of people don't really understand that Trout is actually like our generation's Mickey Mantle.
Yeah,
like the numbers that he's put up. And that's the problem. People don't know how historic Mickey Mantle's numbers are.
He's doing better. He's doing better than Griffey was at this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before Griffey got hurt.
Facts.
And then, before Griffey got hurt, he was going to be the greatest player of all time. And then he gets hurt, and we know the rest of his history.
Yo, Dollars, I agree with you. So that's the argument that people are going to make because of the fact that he's an above-average hitter and an above-average pitcher.
It's something we've never seen.
It's something that
That'll
we've
be
never
the best.
But to back up what Josh is saying, he's not saying right now. Like right now, obviously Ohtani's that dude, but we're so quick to call someone the next Michael Jordan or the next this or the next that.
To crown somebody
the best. To crown somebody without really giving somebody their flowers. Like Mike Trout is unbelievable, and Mike Trout has been unbelievable for an extended period of time. So
listen. Lamar Jackson won the MVP 2 years ago, two seasons ago, right?
Yeah.
This year, he's not even considered a top 5 quarterback. Last year, he wasn't even considered a top 5 quarterback. They're saying, he can do his run. But 2 years ago, they were saying he's Mike Vick on steroids and he's the best player behind maybe Mahomes in the league.
Yeah.
A year later, they're like, oh, we don't even know if he could quarterback, blah, blah. All this stuff about him. What happens is the optics on people, something's happening that you haven't seen before, and it's like, oh, he's the greatest ever. And you got to just look at, see me, I'm with consistency. Look at what somebody does year after year after year. That makes you great. If you have everybody has a great season. What's the terrible guy? Chris Davis. Chris Davis hit 50 home runs and got a crazy contract. Now the guy's not even playing, and they're still paying him.
Yeah, they're still paying him, actually. No, now he's out for the season, like
they just want him off the fucking team. We're gonna pay you just to get the fuck off the team.
It's an insurance scam, basically.
And bring it up.
Dollars, that's disrespectful. He said Trout is a white Cespedes.
Nah,
bro,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on,
I love Cespedes.
bro. You wildin'. Bro,
did you hear? The Mets trying to bring Cespedes back. They tried to bring him back about a month ago.
For what? As a hot dog vendor?
No, because we had injuries in the outfield. So before we started making the trades for those outfielders we tried to bring him back, but we told him only on a minor league deal. Which means once our players come back, you gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And he told them to go fuck themselves.
Of course, I would too. And that's like
after what he did to us, you highway robbery.
Yeah, but he's not the only one. A lot of people have done that before.
Jason Bay.
Yeah, a lot of people have done that before, yo.
But we were talking about Ohtani. I wanted to bring this up too. Did you hear what Stephen A. said about Ohtani?
So
do you agree with him?
I didn't hear the exact comments. I just know that he basically said he can't be the face of baseball because he doesn't speak English.
Yes, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Just that comment alone showed to me how foolish he is, because especially forget about the Asian aspect of it, right? How many Latinos are in baseball that they barely speak English or don't speak English?
All right, so
how could you say something like that?
Baseball, I think baseball with if you take away soccer, right? Soccer is the most diverse sport in the whole world. Baseball's probably number 2. Maybe tennis is number 2, and then baseball. But baseball's about the top 2 or 3, 4 maybe sport with diversity with ethnicity. So I understand what he was saying. Baseball is considered, what do they call it, America's sport.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that the face of baseball would be someone that can speak. Like if Mike Trout was on the Yankees, there would be no doubt he's the face of baseball. Everybody knows he's the best player, but unfortunately his teams don't make it to the playoffs. Nobody's seen him, so that's why he can't be. So he recognizes the best player, but he can't be the face. A person like Aaron Judge can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge stays healthy. He's like a Jeter-esque type person. Jeter-esque type player, puts up big numbers, has is charismatic, and he does what he does. So I understand I understand a little bit what he was trying to say, but I think the second biggest market in baseball is the Japanese league.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So it's like it would make sense when Ichiro came and he started going crazy in our league.
Yeah.
How was it? And Ichiro was the best player in the league for a while.
And mind you, did not speak English by the way. Did not speak English. Exactly.
He won rookie
of the year and MVP same year. Yeah.
So I and then that's another thing. This is another thing. I know that when it comes to like the commentators and these analysts that are on ESPN, I know that because they paid them, they want them to talk about every sport. But your specialty is your specialty. I don't like seeing Stephen A. doing UFC. I don't like seeing Stephen A. covering baseball.
It's funny you said. Why is Stephen A. doing
UFC? He's getting a shit ton of money, and they want him to do as much as possible.
No, that's not really why. They have something against that writer. The writer that covered UFC for 3 years, that basically got pushed out of ESPN by Dana White and others. Unfortunately, ESPN is now a joke. They used to be considered like a highly regarded, like with respect to journalism and sports.
They were like Hot 97, and then Power came. So now it's like Fox Sports has better shows.
And they also, unfortunately, they're starting to pick up and steal the better analysts from ESPN.
Why my camera looks like? Or is that just the camera? Look right here. It looks like I'm a little off.
No, I mean, yeah. You're throwing it off right now.
I think I'm good right here. Whatever. Oh, wow.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. Thank you, sir. Ariel.
Yeah, that was the Indian guy.
So I think he's Jewish, actually.
But he looks.
Wow, I think he might be
racist, right?
I think he might. Yeah, that might be a little.
But he's dark skinned.
Right. We need that drop. That's racist.
But he's dark skinned. He's dark skinned though.
Yeah. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thanks. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. He covered them for 3 years and basically got pushed out.
These people that are making these comments, right? I guess because Stephen A. has the biggest platform. Stephen A. is probably the biggest sports analyst.
That's left at ESPN basically because everyone else is gone.
I think he's probably the biggest one in all sports, right? He's getting paid the most.
I would argue.
I think he's getting paid $11 a year, something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That TNT crew is pretty powerful with Shaq.
But they only do basketball. I mean, like overall,
yeah.
So to see him make a baseball comment, I guess because First Take is so big.
Well, First Take has to cover everything.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I like Keyshawn. So Keyshawn Johnson, he gives his opinions, right?
Yeah.
I listen to Keyshawn every morning. He gives his opinions, but when it comes to basketball, he reverts to Jason Williams.
Okay.
So he'd be like, Jay, like he'll say stuff, and Jay be like, yeah, but you watch the same thing. He says, yeah, but you're the professional.
But that's his profession. Exactly. Yeah.
So that's your lane. So Stephen A. is a basketball guy. And trust me, he reminds you he's a basketball guy. Whenever Max says something he doesn't like, no, I've been covering basketball for blah, blah, blah.
Cause I want to stop you before you accidentally say something you might be wrong about. So if you're going to go down that road, like Stephen A. actually knows a lot more than you think about UFC.
No, I'm not saying he don't. I'm not talking about UFC. I say UFC.
Okay.
I brought that as an example. But I was talking about the baseball comment.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Like if Buster Olney would have said it, you'd have been like, Buster Olney's a baseball analyst. If Jeff Passan says that, these are guys that that's what I mean. But it's Stephen A. He's not a baseball guy.
So I'll make this argument: is it wrong because we're in this era now where everything is inappropriate?
Oh yeah.
Or is it just he was just speaking how he felt about the situation?
Exactly. And he had to make a statement to fix this.
No, absolutely. But hold on. But the reason he has to make that statement though is because of the last 2 years with everything that's
Everybody's
gone
so
on with
sensitive, right?
BLM
Yes,
and
yeah,
everything.
And Me Too before that. Everything's
Exactly.
very sensitive.
So with everyone heightening their awareness to BLM movements and everything else, he had to heighten his awareness to
Dude,
other
have you
views
seen,
or
have you
forms
seen, have you
of
seen the
racism.
new football commercials?
No. Is
have-
it Rock Nation probably running them?
So it's Pride. It's the Pride logo. So it's NFL logo with the rainbow.
Okay.
And it starts off by saying football is gay, football is lesbian, football is trans. It's like, why?
Wow.
And I'm not. It's not to go against that community. But
No,
why
no,
are
no,
we
no,
using
no, no,
football to
no,
go
no.
to use
But
for
exactly.
sexuality?
No. What they're doing is they're using those platforms to move their game forward.
You know, I don't want our show to get fucked backlash, but I just don't understand.
No, that's really what it is.
Dude, I don't understand.
That's really what it is.
I just don't understand it. All right, let's move on before these people start commenting some crazy stuff.
I mean,
too.
listen. It's not. So hold on, because it's real. It's real. If you've noticed, there's just been very diverse ads, right?
Uh-huh.
You can't say you haven't noticed that. Like, it's for a reason. They're trying to target these specific markets now.
Yeah.
Like, and
What is it called?
it's usually brought up by the specific markets. They usually, how come you don't have any ads, or how come you don't have this for that? So, and like X for Y, or A for B.
We got off. All right. Well, we got off track. We got off track. We talked about Tiny, the MLB draft. I was talking about Kumar Rocker. So Kumar Rocker is a Vandy boy. Throws 100 miles an hour.
Well, first of all, Kumar Rocker is a New York Met now.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
can
saying.
clap that up. Officially signed above slot deal.
Do that. He's the top 3 prospect. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Well, no. I won't say that. To be fair, in most systems, he automatically
he would
is
be
up
up
there.
there.
He's automatically going to be up there. Obviously, some farm systems he wouldn't crack the top 5, but those are rare farm systems.
I didn't know Al Leiter's son was that good.
Yeah,
I didn't know. They said he went number 2.
He was Rocker was actually ranked ahead of Leiter this year. They flip flop because Leiter had an outstanding year and got that much better.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was that good. They were comparing him to Maddox.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
So yeah, I know. Again, here we go again with that.
Overhype.
Overhype.
Yeah.
It's not even the overhype. It's that you're ready to crown somebody. They haven't even been in the game. They haven't even been to the majors yet. Yeah. They haven't even got the AAA, and they're ready to crown him like the next Greg Maddux. Here we go. But
like if Greg Maddox is not really
he's a Hall of
just a Greg
Famer, one of the
Maddux.
greatest pitchers ever. He looks pretty similar to Greg Maddux. Like, come on, bro, come on. But to be fair, there's still prospects. I think it was a hell of a. You talk about things just falling right. The minute I didn't even know the Mets had that pick, but the minute I saw the Mets were up, I was like, oh wow! Like I already knew.
Dude, I get the alert. Mets get Rocker.
But
and then
whoa, you should have got it before me.
No.
I mean, you should have got my message before that because I text you immediately.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the draft. I didn't see your message. My phone was on silent. So I looked at my phone. The banner came down, and I see your message. I got 2 messages from you. You guys got the steal in the draft. I was like, we got Rocker.
Yo,
Couldn't believe
bro,
it.
that was
huge.
We
were supposed to get like some guy named Colton Montgomery or
Huge.
something like that. I was like, we gotta get another infielder. Like we don't need that.
I mean, you talk about getting an impact arm.
Yeah.
He's
a front of the rotation guy too.
Some
He could be a
people
number
they
1 or
project
2.
him to be a 2 or 3.
He's like a Syndergaard.
But to be honest, if you're telling me he's gonna be a 2 or 3, guess what? That means he could possibly turn into a 1 or a flop. It could go either way. But that means it has a chance to be an ace too.
We could agree that DeGrom is probably going to be at this level or maybe a little bit less for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, no. I'm not even.
So I'm saying,
that.
when you bring him up, he'll probably come up maybe not next season, maybe
No.
the season after.
No. If everything goes right,
23 he'll be there.
the season after,
Yeah.
correct.
So
Yeah.
you're looking at the top of the. So if we bring back Syndergaard, you're going to have him, Syndergaard, and DeGrom. I mean, I don't mind
That's
that.
the curious thing, though, because I think when you get somebody like Rocker,
You're
why
right.
sign
Why sign
Syndergaard? You don't need to sign Syndergaard.
This is why I want Barrios so bad, man. I want them to do the trade
Yeah.
for. We need a third baseman. I don't really like Donaldson, but I think Donaldson's an upgrade from what we have, and if we could get him for whatever. But if we could get Berrios out that, because Stroman is up, Stroman's leaving next year.
Is Syndergaard due back? He's due back this year, right?
He's due back soon.
Yeah, because that you talk about that's like a trade. That's like a trade deadline deal right there. You get a second half from Syndergaard. That is a huge bump to the rotation for the Mets.
Syndergaard and Carrasco back in the next couple weeks.
Carrasco, you don't know what you're gonna get. Syndergaard, you hopefully know what you're going to get. And if you could get anything positive from Carrasco, that's awesome, too, because then you get to focus on just having Lugo do what he does best and just eat 2-3 innings at a time.
But imagine if we get those two guys and then we make a trade for like a Berrios. We're stacked. Yeah. Then you could probably put Thor. You don't even got to play innings. We put you in the bullpen.
I wouldn't do that, but it would make sense to ease him back in.
But like what they did with Smoltz for a couple years.
He's a starter.
No, what they did with Smoltz for a couple years. They said, Smoltz, we're going to put you at the back end of the the bullpen, and then he became a starter.
Ironically, the Cardinals are doing that now with Alex Reyes. Alex Reyes is a frontline starter, but because of the
did that with the other guy too, Carlos
injuries,
something. What's his name? They have another pitcher they did it with. Carlos, I forgot his name. I think he's their ace. Or not the ace, he's probably the second pitcher.
On the Cardinals?
Yeah, I'm terrible with names.
On the Cardinals, I think I might know who you're talking about, but it can't be because Flaherty's definitely their ace.
Flaherty's the ace, yeah. He's like he was their ace for years.
He's still their ace. I mean, I know Waino's having a great year. But
they did it with Wainwright too. Wainwright was a closer pitcher. They did the same thing with Wainwright.
Yeah, if somebody's got to be eased back in, it would make sense to bring him out of the pen. You want to work bring up their workload. But it's going to take some time. Right now, look, you talk about deadline deals. The Red Sox are getting back Chris Sale. That's going to be huge. He's already touching 97.
Carlos Martinez.
Oh, Carlos Martinez, yes. Yeah, but Carlos Martinez,
Chris Sale's going to be huge.
Chris Sale's huge, bro. Now, the Red Sox have some chips too, and if they make a deal, it's gonna be a rough second half for the Yankees right now.
What would they get? They have an elite third baseman, elite shortstop.
Everybody's targeting the same guy, bro.
Who, Story?
No,
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant's the number one player on the block right now because Bryant can play center, he can play third, he can play anywhere.
I'm not gonna lie, I want us to go after Trevor Story.
Yeah, no, Trevor Story's another impactful player too.
Play third for us,
but the number one, if you had to put him in a tier, the number one right now is going to be Chris Bryant.
But it's Chris Bryant because of his versatility.
It's Chris Bryant because of his versatility. Then you're going to start.
But he's not the best player available.
Well, we don't know who's available.
Because if Story's available, Story's the best player available. I think Story's better than Chris Bryant.
No, but see, that's what
Chris Bryant for what Story
because
does.
of what. No, but that's what I was just going to say. The value with Bryant is more than just his offense, and that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Story's a Golden Glove, and he steals bases.
Gold Gloves are overrated. I'm curious more about the actual defensive metric, his.
You and your analytics.
I listen. Ultimate zone rating, folks. All right, ultimate zone rating.
All right, let's get into.
He's not underrated. Story's still. He's still definitely one of the better players. But anybody that plays in Colorado, it's always that thing. You're not really sure. He's good. But is he really that good? So
you know why I'm looking at you, right?
Tell me I'm wrong. It happens all the time with players that play in Colorado.
It's a segue right back to it again. Nolan Arenado. It's a segue back to it again.
Yo,
I can't get away from this guy.
I can't mention the Rockies. Every time I mention the Rockies, Josh gets pissed off because he feels that Arenado should be a Met right now. I would. I mean, wow, what a difference! You talk about that lineup would be with Arenado in it too. Just to twist it.
No more baseball. Fuck baseball. I'm pissed now. I'm mad again.
Oh, you said Lindor and Arenado on the same side of the infield?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Leave me alone, bro. Like Mike said, just leave me alone. All right. NBA playoffs. I told you I had the Bucks winning it.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
It's 2-2 now. CP3, he got to be hurt, dude. He's playing
No,
shit,
I don't think it's hurt. I think sometimes he just had a bad game.
15 turnovers in 3 games.
He had a bad game. He had 2 bad games. Yeah, games. You know what it is? Milwaukee's really boring, man.
They are.
Yeah, Milwaukee in general, like the actual area. That's what happens. If you notice, the reason that the Milwaukee Bucks play so well, there's nothing to do in Milwaukee. All right, all you can do is go to a gun range,
drink beer.
Drink beer.
Yo, but you two are walking. Hold on,
and it's boring.
The Brewers are in first place. Right?
Yeah,
I think they're in first place. Or is the Pirates?
Oh wait, I should clarify. As somebody who's been to Milwaukee twice, so I just want to make sure.
The Brewers in first place. Green Bay was in first place.
Yes.
The Bucks. It seems like a good sports city.
Oh, great sports city, but like other than when you're playing the game, there's nothing to do over there.
And it's fucking freezing.
Well, in the winter especially. Yeah, it's a different kind of cold over there, bro.
I just when I was looking at the matchups,
they're saying they're hoping it goes 7. I can see it going 7.
Not,
I can definitely see it going 7.
I'm not going for the Bucks.
We spoke about it last week.
Every game's been good.
Phoenix was up 2-0 when we spoke last week, and it wasn't looking good. But we also knew that Milwaukee back at home was a different team. We also spoke about Middleton having to step up. He stepped up.
Yes, he did.
Holiday stepped up.
Holiday had a terrible game the last game. He was like 4 for 28.
He did. I feel like,
but he plays very good defense on Chris Paul.
But the thing is, they need them to score. When you're playing Phoenix, like you're gonna get points. You need to combat those points.
You know who's an underrated hero on that team? Connington. Was it Connington?
Yeah. That was a huge three by Connington too. By the way,
he was hitting the whole series. He's been hitting shots, dude.
Yeah. He's a defensive liability too, so I'll give him credit.
And he got bunnies.
Yeah, but he's a defensive liability, man.
Everybody's a defensive liability. But that team is full with defensive studs.
Yeah, but
pause. Yeah, they have PJ Tucker. They got Giannis. They got Drew Holiday's a great
Booker
defender.
had a hell of a game.
They got Lopez. Too. So you can put.
Can we talk about that no foul, that non-foul call, that non-6 foul?
Yo, how many?
The refs were awful. Matter of fact, the refs get a.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The referees in Game 4 were hideous,
three fucking
bro.
times, dude.
Yeah,
3 times he found out, and then they called it.
Yes.
He fucked up Lopez. He fucked up Drew Holiday on that, and he fucked up Middleton.
Yeah,
and they didn't call anything.
I'm like, there's times that I start to wonder, like, you always look like is there an agenda? Like, does the league have an agenda? Like, do they want to make Booker the next superstar?
Vegas call.
I'm like, yo, something happened, bro. Because I'm like, yo, everybody was like, yo, what the? Like, that was a clear foul.
If Booker doesn't get that 5th foul, because he was going off.
Yeah.
He doesn't get that 5th foul. You think the game is different? Because after he got out,
I thought they were still going to win the game. When he didn't get that 6th foul call, I was like, oh my God, if Phoenix come back and wins the
everybody's remember that.
Yeah, everybody's going to remember that because that's horrible, bro.
Now we got to talk about the block.
Yeah, the block was awesome. It wasn't a LeBron block though. That LeBron block was for all time, bro.
LeBron block was more impact on the game.
LeBron block saved this series.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm not saying I don't know if you saved the series because if they hit that, they're up. They're up what?
Kyrie still had to hit the 3.
There you go.
I understand.
There you go.
But that block,
it said
that was the ice. That was the game. That was icing. Like
the game was
Kyrie.
Over. No, the game was Kyrie. You gotta relax. The game. What is it?
No.
You gotta relax.
No, what I'm saying is, if Iguodala makes that layup, it's over.
Yeah.
Because Golden State was not missing free throws, bro. Not with that team.
Remember, it was tied. He hits that layup. They're up by 2. Kyrie hit a 3. Remember, it was tied.
No, they were already up by 2. Kyrie hits a 3, puts them up by 1. Iguodala makes that layup. They're up by 4.
I don't think so. It was tied. Both teams didn't score in like 4 minutes.
Okay,
they went 4 or 5 minutes without scoring.
Right. You might be right.
And then Kyrie hits the 3. They went by 3. Right.
Either way,
and that's why
Giannis, hell of a block.
That's why
hell of a block.
But that's why Curry was trying to get that 3 off, and Love was on him to tie it up.
And on top of that, he jumped late, that's what's bananas, bro.
Giannis
what kind of bunnies does this guy have?
Dude.
He jumped late and still was able to recover and make that block.
He was guarding Booker.
Yeah.
Turns around.
Yes.
And I don't know.
It jumped through the world to get that block. Unbelievable, bro.
Now, I want to talk about something else that
Wait. Game 5. Who's winning Game 5? Who's having a big game?
I think Game 5.
Tomorrow night.
I think Game 5 decides the championship.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I would think so. I would think so.
Suns win it. The Suns win it. I think it's going to go 7 no matter what.
Can the Bucks get it done on the road?
If the Bucks win it, it's over in 6.
Oh, yeah. I would think so, too.
It's over. That's it. They got the momentum. It's done.
I'm going to agree with everybody, though. I hope it goes 7.
Me too.
Just for the sake of we don't we want to watch good basketball, and for the love of God, nobody wants to watch Team USA. All right, Team USA.
Come on.
Team USA. Jesus.
Did you see the replacements?
We want to see good basketball,
the
man.
replacements. So Kevin Love and Bradley Beal are gone.
Okay.
The replacements is some nobody from the Spurs and JaVale McGee.
How about this? It doesn't matter who comes in. They're
I'm
losing
not worried about
with Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard,
It's exhibitions.
Bradley
I'm not
Beal.
worried about that. It's exhibitions.
They ain't playing like it's exhibitions. They trying. They just getting smoked.
It's exhibitions. They'll get it together. They better get it together.
Suns in 6. I thought it was Suns in 4, man. What happened, bro?
We got to talk about. So I want to talk about something. Kendrick Perkins. I'm sorry. He's a big man. I hope he never hears me say this because he'll probably crush me like Donkey, like King Kong. Wow.
He'd be like, come here, General. Get over here.
General. He always just saying some dumb shit, right? He was the one that said Middleton is Batman, Giannis is Robin. He just came on and said that if Giannis wins the championship, he's the best player in the NBA.
Wait, so he backtracked on his original statement?
Okay.
All right.
And he says, and this one you're gonna agree with because most people agree with it until you actually hear what I'm saying. He said Devin Booker is the third best scorer in the NBA, behind only Steph Curry and Kevin Durant.
Wow.
That's what he said. So, okay, I 100% disagree. I will give Devin Booker top 10 now. Devin Booker's like 23 or something like that. He has plenty of years to grow. He could probably be the best scorer in the league in another 3 years.
Are we forgetting about a healthy James Harden, though?
This is what I'm saying. Dame Dollar.
Yeah.
James Harden.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Who else I had?
Bradley
Beal averages 30.
Did he put KD at the top, though, is what
He just
I
said
want to know.
KD and Curry.
Okay, KD and Curry. Okay.
He didn't say what order. He just said
All right.
Booker's number 3. This is my argument with you. All right. So we agree. Dame is a better scorer. Kyrie's a better scorer. James Harden's a better scorer.
I think he's referring, though, if you look at this year, though. This year, Curry had a bananas year. No. I feel like that's what he's referring to.
There's no doubt Curry and KD are probably the best scorers in the league. I won't argue that. I'll give up. I'm saying top 5. I don't even think Booker's in top 5. Me personally. I don't. And I just gave you if we agree that Curry and Durant are there, right? We agree. Curry and Durant are there. That's agreed. Then you put James Harden took a back seat, but when he wants to score, he can score. But he can score with the best of them. Kyrie Irving is the most entertaining person and most unstoppable person in the league.
Yes.
And then I said Dame Dollar. Why can't I get his name?
I think he has Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
I feel like what he's referring to has a chance to come to fruition.
Yes.
Because I feel like Booker can definitely get better. I think
dude, Booker didn't even average 25.
But that's what I was just gonna say. I think that the players that he's talking about, they could have literally guys picked from the rafters. All right, come play ball with me. They're still gonna get their points. You're not gonna stop Durant. You could double, triple team him.
I think when I look at Booker, Booker's one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
And I'm arguing. I don't know if my nephew's on here, but I'm arguing with Brandon. Booker's like really one of my favorite players. Like, but I'm realistic. So even though you're my favorite player, like Kevin Love is one of my favorite players. I'm not putting Kevin Love with the elites anymore. He's been hurt. He's a role player now. He's a bona fide role. But he's one of my favorite players. Yeah. Booker's one of my favorite players. But I put Booker in the category of like Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine. Well, these young guys that are up and coming, they're going to take over the league. But right now, like Booker's having a great year.
Yeah.
Last year, Jimmy Butler had a great year. They were like, Jimmy's there with Kawhi. Jimmy's not there with Kawhi.
Yeah,
he's a level.
It's always a what have you done for me lately.
Booker,
yeah.
What people fail to realize is if Anthony Davis doesn't go down, the Suns might have lost in the first round. They were down 2-1, and they were looking bad. That game 3, the Lakers, they look like it's about to be over. Anthony Davis gets hurt, Suns wins the next 3 games. I'm not taking anything away from Booker, but do we agree with the 5 people I said? Do you agree that those are better scorers than Booker right now?
So you said
KD, Curry, Harden, Kyrie, Dame.
Yeah, you can't argue.
I'm gonna keep going. You just tell me when you don't agree. Oh, Luka.
Oh, Luka, absolutely.
I'm gonna keep going. Bradley Beal, averaged 30 the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum.
I would take Booker over Tatum.
All right, that's the argument I'm having with Brandon.
Yeah, I would take
So
Booker over
if
Tatum.
you look at their numbers,
Only because I feel like sometimes Tatum is very inconsistent.
Booker had 10 points the other day, bro.
No.
For the game.
No. But
And he had 18.
I'm not talking about like taking a game off here and there. I've seen like a couple games where Tatum is like,
But there was an argument that Tatum was before Durant and those guys got over there. That Tatum was the second or third best player in the East, behind I think.
I think that was pre-pandemic.
Behind
I think
Embiid.
Pre-pandemic Tatum was awesome.
So who you think ceiling is higher, Booker or Tatum?
That's a good question. I would take. Damn, that's almost like a toss-up. That's a great question. I'm not gonna lie. I would take Tatum.
And I'm not a Tatum fan.
I would take Tatum.
See, I'm a Booker fan.
Yeah.
I've liked Book since the first time I seen him play on the Suns.
I think that's really a coin flip though. That's a perfect
But that's what I'm saying,
50-50 coin flip.
But if the best players under 25, I think Luka was number one, which is not even an argument. Luka's definitely number one.
Yeah.
Tatum was number two, and I forgot the other names.
I think what separates Luka is his court vision also.
Yeah,
Court vision, everything. Luka is just a whole nother
Luka's
planet.
doing different things. And so, all right, so you would stop at Tatum. So that still leaves Booker like seventh.
Yeah.
So he's not in the top three.
I think you have to even still give Luka even more props. You look at the bag of doo-doo that he constantly drags around.
I wish
he constantly dragging around doo-doo.
Even though he did us dirty, I wish KP could stay healthy because KP's really a good player. He just can't stay healthy.
I'll give you that. I wish he could stay healthy, but as far as me liking him, fuck KP. I'm good on that.
We keep talking about Dame Dollar. So there was a rumor today.
I agree with y'all, by the way. Some people are saying that they would take Booker. I feel like you guys are also looking at the right now, and I get that. The right now, because Booker's in your face
before the season started, they said the only team that was going to give the Nets problems was a healthy Boston. Unfortunately, Walker was hurt the whole year. He was hurt. And then Brown goes down at the end.
So that was going to be my point right now.
So
I feel like there's so much on that team that it takes away from Tatum.
Yeah.
I feel like if Tatum had the ball more in his hands, you would see like more of him. Unfortunately, Brad Stevens runs a very like team-oriented offense, and sometimes in the playoffs that works, and then sometimes when it gets down in the last 2 minutes, you need somebody that can take the ball, get the hell out of my way, and I'm gonna bring us home. And Tatum has that ability.
Yes, he does.
Tatum has that ability.
You know what people are hating on Tatum?
Too. I just feel like Tatum has a better frame for today's NBA.
People are hating on Tatum because Tatum got his shot blocked by Bam in the playoffs last year.
But
that changed the whole series.
Listen, Bam will block a shot from God. All right,
that changed the whole series. That block.
Yeah, but come on, man.
After that, the Heat went on to go to the finals.
Yeah.
And people fail to realize that they were like a couple games away from going to the finals last year, and it was because Tatum was going crazy.
Yeah.
And he was the face of the team.
But
so I mean, whatever.
It's gonna be interesting to see who carries this momentum into next season.
I think Booker's on his way. Booker's
definitely on his way. But I feel like those two are definitely gonna be interesting to keep tracking.
Donovan Mitchell's another one.
I also feel that Phoenix has the better team built around Book. I feel like Boston doesn't have the right the right pieces built around Tatum that allows Tatum to flourish. Book has pieces around them that allow him to flourish.
All right, so being that, let's get into the trade talks. So the two people that are talked about the most lately has been Ben Simmons and Damian Lillard. So we'll start off. Who you want to start off with, Simmons or with Lillard?
I think Lillard, because that's the easiest one. Any team that gets Lillard, you know exactly what you're getting.
So it was rumored that Damian Lillard was going to request a trade. It came out this morning. He came out a couple hours ago and said that he will not request a trade.
Yeah.
He's happy where he is, but he says there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and it doesn't just start with a head coach. The head coach is not what wins championships. We need better pieces around.
Yeah.
So he says, I don't want to be traded, but I would like to have better pieces around.
Yeah, he's basically talking about Melo, by the way.
Well, Melo's gonna be no, but he's the one that wanted Melo.
No, I'm joking.
I honestly think that might be a shot at CJ.
No way.
Like
because there's times when CJ carries that team. It can't be a shot at CJ.
But CJ and him,
I just
it don't work.
I don't think he's talking about the starters.
It's like John Wall and Beal. It didn't work.
I don't think he's talking about the starters.
The bench.
I think he's talking about
Melo.
like the depth,
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a Melo
fan.
fan. Melo fucked that team up in the playoffs this year. He came in and there was runs and it would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What was the alternative? And that just proves my point.
Yeah.
There was no alternative.
They had Ariza, right?
Like,
and Ariza was washed up too.
He's looking at these other teams who have these specific role players. Like Phoenix has this dude that they stole from the Lakers. The forward. You know what I'm talking about?
Crowder?
Yes. Like this certain type of guys like Crowder.
Glue guys.
Glue guys that just know their role. They're not there to take any possessions away from everybody. They just want to win. Right?
Like the what's the guard that's on the Sixers? They won a championship with Kawhi.
The guard that's on the Sixers
won a championship with Kawhi. He was on the Spurs with him too.
Damn, I feel like I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
He's like that. He was on the Lakers, I think, too.
Yeah, but
he won the championship with the Lakers the last year.
No, CJ's definitely inconsistent, but I don't think he's talking about him, man. He's just talking about like having a good enough team to make a real difference in the playoffs. I think that's what he's talking about.
Hold on.
Like they're not willing to spend to get over the hump.
Oh my God!
What happened?
Breaking news. Francisco Lindor leaves the game after hurting the side of. He has a side injury from a swing.
That could be a strain. That could be a couple weeks. That's not crazy. I think it'll be alright. That's a strain, bro. That's a oblique strain.
All right. Yeah. CJ, it's not working.
Dame is like the Russell Wilson of the NBA. You can't say that.
Russell Wilson won a championship.
Yeah, thank you. I was just going to say that.
Two.
I was just going to say that.
He's one bad football player away from winning 2 championships.
And it's not his play, by the way.
No, it's
not his play, by the way. The coach gets a
congratulations. You played.
Give the damn ball to Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. I mean, I'll never ever stop saying that.
Beast should have got it. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty happy that they won. I won some money on that game.
I just feel like you're liking them together because they play in the same area of the country.
So we talked about Dame. If Dame were to get traded, where is the best fit for him? I'm going to give you some places they were talking about. They said Dallas.
They already linked him to the Lakers, which I thought was hilarious.
The only way they get him is if they trade AD.
Exactly.
And I don't think LeBron is going to co-sign that.
I don't know. No. Why would you say that the only way that they could pull that off?
No, they got no picks. They
could do a sign and trade with Schroeder. They could do a couple different.
They're not going to get. Come on.
Listen, I've seen weirder things, brother. Is what I'm saying.
Listen. First off, he's not going to demand a trade, and if he demands a trade, says he wants to go to the Lakers, they don't have enough. They don't have picks.
Yeah.
They don't have players. Yeah, they could offer them a butt.
Didn't they get a young kid who they picked up in the last draft? I forgot. They
got that Horton something kid. But I think he came from the G League.
Okay.
But the Lakers can't do it. The teams that they were talking about that could possibly move. This is the craziest one was Golden State.
Yeah,
they said Golden State. They have 2 picks, Weissman and Wiggins.
And Weissman. Yep, exactly.
All right. So that team, Dallas. I don't know how they would put it. They said Dallas would be another move. The Clippers for Paul George. And
I can't see how Dallas could make that happen.
Yeah. So, but that's it.
Also
the 3 teams that are heavily wanted.
So, first of all, you're talking about 2 people who need to have the ball every possession, right? That doesn't work.
Well, who? What?
You want the ball in Damian Lillard's hand every possession. You want the ball in Luka's hand every possession because their vision.
Okay.
Right. So that doesn't work.
Hold on, but he plays with CJ. CJ needs the ball in his hands too. CJ likes to shoot off the dribble.
Yes, but CJ
and it's worked.
But CJ's not more of that point position is what I'm saying. Like I get what you're saying as far as
See, I think the perfect trade, if you ask me, I think the perfect trade, but it's not going to happen, would be him going to the Sixers.
I was thank you. We were thinking of
I would trade Simmons if you give
because
up
him and Embiid would be
say
a
you
perfect.
Give up Simmons,
yeah.
I was Simmons and that's a huge contract. If you can give up Simmons, Tobias Harris, and maybe a pick, they're not going to give up Tobias Harris. Nobody's going to take that contract.
The problem is they both want to get to the same destination. How does that trade benefit both teams? I get what you're saying.
Damon and Embiid, they automatically become the second or third best team in that.
But how does it help the Blazers is what I'm saying.
Well, you get Simmons,
Simmons is another point position, basically.
I mean, listen,
I guess, yeah.
Listen, before this last playoffs, Simmons was in the talks for Harden.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Before the playoffs this year,
Yeah.
Simmons was in talk for Harden. I know in hindsight now.
Hindsight's
Sixers-
always 2020. Hindsight is always 2020. I mean,
It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback.
yeah, exactly.
But I like Boston's supposedly interested in Simmons. Dallas. I like Simmons going to the Lakers if they can make that happen.
So wait, no, we want to finish out possible landing spots
For Lillard. So the Golden State thing, the scoring is going to be insane, but the defense is going to take a hit.
Yes, again,
You have Curry and Lillard, the liabilities.
Could it happen? They have the assets, but I don't see why it
But Golden
fits
State do it
or
because
why it
they just figure they'll outscore everybody.
Yeah,
But you give up your big man.
they're almost the same player. That doesn't. I don't.
If Lillard falls into the same role like Durant did, we're gonna move the ball around. You can go off, but just move the ball around. And maybe on offense, I can see it possibly working. But then what happens is, on defense,
There's no defense.
I don't see either one of them being able to guard Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I don't see either one of them being able to guard Devin Booker. I mean, just look at the big guards. I don't see them being able to guard that. If they get to the finals, I don't see them guarding.
Well, I think they wouldn't have to because I think they're also assuming that you get Clay back, right? So you get Clay back.
But Clay's gonna be playing the 3.
No. But he usually guards their best, like the best offensive player on the other team.
Yeah, but because they're smaller, right? He
Yeah.
he usually guards the best guard on that team.
Yeah.
But because they're smaller, they're gonna have to guard a guard. If not, they're gonna be posted up by bigger players.
Yeah.
So
but
they're gonna
they
take a
can
huge
still
liability.
make it work. This is a defensive system that can still make it work.
But they don't have a big man because they're gonna get rid of Wiseman, so they won't have a big man. So your big man is essentially Greene.
No. I mean, they could also
You put
go
Greene at the 4.
They could go pick up somebody.
And maybe but
but
I don't know if you could pick up much because now you got that salary.
Yeah.
His salary's huge. He just did an extension 2 years ago.
It's gonna be tough, man.
So I don't like Golden State.
Dame in Boston, I can see that.
Yeah, they're floating around Brown. They're floating around Brown because they don't.
That's not enough to get it done.
No,
though.
but they're just it's gonna be focused around him.
Well, they also got a ton of
And they
picks
got
too.
picks.
Yeah, they got a ton of picks also.
And they got Smart.
Yeah.
So it will be Smart and Brown.
I think you need Smart though. To me, he's the type of player that you need if you want to win a championship.
He's the glue guy. He's one of those glue guys. He's like a PJ Tucker.
I can see Dame going to Boston. I like that too. So if we had to rank them, I think Boston definitely is in the top 3.
You know what?
Only because of the fit. I think the fit is more.
I think that the Sixers, and I may be crazy, because I don't know if this is a chronic problem. But I think the Sixers should call the Thunder. Call the Thunder. Give us Kemba. Give us 2 or 3 first-round picks, and give us another player. Give us Horford back.
No, Horford was traded already in that.
He's in the Thunder. I mean, he's in the Thunder.
No, Horford went back to Boston.
Who you got traded for?
He got Kemba. They got
Right. Yeah. Listen, I had a long week, all right?
It's a long week, all right.
But so that means they already have been traded. They've been talking.
Yeah.
I would, if I was them.
The Sixers. If you were the Sixers, you would talk. I can see that making sense. I just.
He said, I don't know if you get Kemba Walker from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, and you get picks. The Thunder aren't going to be good no time soon. They're going to be lottery picks for a while. So if you can get 2 picks in Kemba Walker for Simmons, you get a Kemba.
I like that deal for both sides actually too because of the youth. The youth
Simmons.
of Simmons.
Now Simmons' team.
Yeah.
He plays with that kid Alexander Shige Alexander. I don't know his name. I'm terrible with names.
I can see that. I like that one also. So you get
your future and you
got Simmons to OKC.
You lose that big ass contract,
and Sixers get a point guard that they desperately need.
And Walker, I think, has maybe a year or 2 left on his contract. You get rid of that huge ass contract. Yeah. That means you're back on the market looking for players if you want.
Yeah.
You get a couple picks, or maybe not a couple. Maybe the Thunder say we'll give you. They could probably give them 2 picks. They got like 20 picks. They give them 2 first rounders.
I think they have to give up picks because the contract of Walker coming back.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Sixers could possibly take another veteran player from their team. I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Obviously, I talked about Horford. I forgot he was there.
Yeah,
so I don't know that. And then you could build like that. I think that would be a solid trade.
I think that would definitely be interesting.
But there's a rumor that Walker has.
Curious to see if Utah could pull off for one of those point guards too.
But Utah's a shooting. Then again, yeah, they have shooters.
That's what I said. You got Mitchell. They get in a good point guard that's willing to defer and get the ball moving.
I don't think Conley fit them perfect. He just got hurt. He's always hurt because he fit the perfect.
Well, they still got him on the contract too, so yeah. But
no, I think that's it. He's a free agent too.
So
I don't think a person like Simmons could fit on Utah.
See, Utah, they agree. I don't think Utah's a good look too.
No, I don't think Simmons can fit on Utah because the Frenchman.
No, not Simmons. Lillard.
Oh, that'll be
Lillard or Kemba.
Or
Kemba. That's what I'm saying.
Might be a good fit.
There's a good fit.
But the thing is what I'm
saying.
saying.
Need a point guard in Utah.
They're saying that Kemba may have tendonitis in his knee. You have that, your career's over. That's what killed Brandon Roy.
I think I think it would be like more of a minutes restriction thing.
No, but that's what killed Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy's career was over because of the knee. They're saying that's what happened to Kemba last year. His knee might be shot.
Yeah.
If that happens, then the trade is useless. But if you get a healthy Kemba, I mean, Kemba's not probably in the elite level with Simmons, but he's healed.
That's interesting to know because I didn't know that. I just thought it just didn't fit.
No.
Like I just thought it didn't fit. That's interesting to know.
He has a bad knee.
Damon Mitchell. That's.
But who again?
That's what I see.
Again,
because
who do you give up? The picks ain't enough.
No.
They're gonna want a star player too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's pieces to be moved around that will make that work.
You can't give up Gobert because they already have Nurkic.
No. Ingles
is not a star.
No, but this is assuming that they just want to blow it up.
But this is what I'm saying. This is the argument I have with my nephew. Yeah. It's not like for that the Knicks have a shitload of picks. It's not that. It's the market. What other people are offering.
Yeah.
So the reason that Anthony Davis went to the Lakers is because Anthony Davis said, "I want to go to the Lakers or the Knicks." So then, okay, we got the Lakers or the Knicks is who we're going to be working with. Who's giving us better pieces? The Knicks didn't have shit to give up.
Yeah.
The Lakers had a shitload of.
Well, the Knicks never have shit to give up.
And then when we do have the, I'm gonna get mad. So let me not talk about that.
That's a lot to give up, bro. He said. Oh no, he's just mentioning pieces. Okay.
Yeah, but
Gobert, Ingles.
Okay, I just said
Gobert should be out of Utah just for touching all the mics with that COVID shit like a jackass.
You know what's funny? And that's my nephew right there again with that dumb shit.
No. He's not saying. He's just saying the pieces they have.
But that dumb shit. You traded that right there for Damian Lillard.
Well, again, this is assuming that you're
that's not quantity. That's not quality.
Yeah,
Conley can't stay healthy. Plus, Conley's he's up this year, so his contract comes off. So he's a free agent. So
they trade all of them.
Yeah, like yo, I could trade you a bag of peanuts too. You got to take the fucking peanuts.
This ain't 2K, bro.
This guy with the trades are crazy.
I see it must run in the family. That's what it is. It runs in the family. You guys are all trying to make those video game trades that never get through.
The Mets just had a fight.
Oh, wow. Oh, bro, we missed it. See, I told you I was supposed to have this going.
The wifey hit me up, said the Mets got into a fight.
Oh, here we go.
All right, we got it right here. Go.
Here we go.
An exchange between Marcus Stroman and John Nogowski led to the benches being cleared. What's up?
Oh, wow. There goes Stroman setting it off.
Stroman's a little guy.
All right.
Let's go, buddy.
Wait, any punches thrown? Wait, go back. Oh, come on, man.
Just bench clearing. Just bench clearing.
All right.
I
hate that. They just want to run out to the field, say what up to everybody. Yo, what up, man? How you been?
Listen, he was going against Nogowski. Nogowski's a big dude.
I miss the good old days. Like the Yankees and Orioles. There would be some punches thrown. You remember
the Yankees and Red Sox.
What was it?
Veritek and A-Rod.
First I was there for that. That was crazy.
Oh, you were there?
Yes. I told. Listen to me. Don't even get me started for that. Like, I always got to a brawl in the bleachers. It was nuts, bro. And
you were in Boston?
This was before that whole thing happened. Like, I was already drawing back and forth. Once that happened, the bleachers started getting out of control. So I end up like climbing up a couple bleachers, confronting the dude, the guy, the usher. He was like, no, I saw it. Don't worry about it. He was like, come with me. So they put me behind home plate. It wasn't an upgrade because it was like all the way in the back behind home plate. I'm like, and Boston is such an old stadium. It was like terrible to see.
That's a shot.
But I thought I was gonna get thrown out. Because I was ready to wild out. the dude was throwing the peanuts. He was throwing the peanuts, but he would like throw a peanut and then like stand straight, like you can't see. So I see the peanuts are like coming in the vicinity, and I catch him in the corner of my eye, bro. Once I saw like who it was, I made a beat. I started stepping on the bleachers. I started climbing over the bleachers. Yeah, I was kill him. Because I was already pissed. It's a crazy game. I see the A-Rod gets thrown out of the game. I'm like, oh, bro, this came all the way up here. For nothing. Like, and they end up getting smoked anyway. I had some bad experiences in Boston. I sat on the Green Monster. Mariano blows the game. All right, like I had some horrible experiences in Boston. That's why I haven't been back since.
Dude, I don't know if I ever told you about my experience in the Philly game. I went to a Philly game.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I already know.
I didn't have no Mets paraphernalia, but I was going for the Mets. Dude, this dude, he was fucking with him the whole time.
The way they drink over there is different.
They ready to fight after the game. They don't care. They're ready to fight. I was in a Met game, and this guy, it was the Mets versus the Braves. And this guy was with his girl. His girl had he had a Brave stick on. They would throw a ketchup and mustard at him.
Oh my god, like packets. Bro!
And he turns around. It wasn't one person.
It
was a bunch of people doing it.
Yeah.
And after a while, it was getting bad. They started throwing French fries at him. It was like fucked up.
No, that's
and the Braves whipping our ass.
That's extremely accurate. The only thing that would have made it even better, if anyone's ever been to a game in Philly, the females can be just as bad, if not worse, than the guys.
Dude,
and I'm talking about like throwing them back and then just like yelling random nonsense, like just to start like arguments.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
And I'm standing and think about it's literally like this chick is like, you know, probably at my chest level, and I'm just looking over, and her husband's next to him. And he looks at me and he just starts. I'm gonna go back. He just go back to drinking his beer. He's like, and I'm like, yo, bro, tell your wife something, bro. She's getting out of control. Like, I'm like, she's getting out of control, bro. Your wife is bugging right now. I look over and he just goes like this. He's like, I'm like, yeah, like same thing. He's like, bro, I can't tell. So once I saw that reaction, I was like, yo, I can't say nothing to this, bro. Like she was wasted. She was super white girl wasted, and on top of that. She was just going in.
Dude, that was what Bradley's here. Bradley can vouch for it. I take wifey to a Brooklyn Nets versus Knicks, right? And this is what the Knicks had Melo. We were a better team than them. I think Melo and we had KP. and the Nets beat our ass.
Oh, my God.
She's drunk. She gets so drunk that the usher's like, miss, you can't talk. They start talking on the loudspeaker. Vulgar language, please do not speak. We will be escorted out the building. And she said, fuck yeah!
Yeah, exactly. That's an immediate reaction. Anytime the stadium does that, it's like just, how can I throw gasoline on the fire?
Oh, my God. I'm looking at Brandon like, and she's fucked up.
Joy, New York is bad, but it's not even close to what it used to be, man. I think the 90s, sitting in the right field bleachers is probably like some of the worst activity I've ever seen or observed. It's nowhere near that anymore, man. It's very tame in New York. It's very gentrified in New York now.
Yeah, you're right.
Like going to these games is not the same.
I've been to Citi Field 1 billion times, and they don't.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's definitely idiots. There's always going to be idiots. But I think when you get outside of like New York,
we love you too,
and you go to like Boston or Philly, or even some of these other crazy places. Especially if you can start going down south, forget about it. You start going to the south, it gets nuts. Even look at the College World Series. They were yelling racial things to the Vanderbilt family members, bro, in the College World Series, Mississippi State. I'm like, oh, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yo, Brandon, right? She was wasted. She was twisted. All right, let's move on.
Wait. On the topic of racial issues, we got to talk about the Euro. Yeah, the Euro Cup.
Euro League.
The Euro Cup, the Euro Championship, whatever you want to call it.
Congratulations to Italy.
Yeah, congratulations to Italy. And if anybody, I'm not like a soccer.
I watched the game.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I do. I usually watch the tournaments.
Listen,
I usually watch the major tournaments.
And they set them up, man. What is he, 19? And he's taking the last shot.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, come on, that's too much
If
pressure.
anybody saw what happened, it went to penalty shots. But before they went to penalty shots, while they went extra time, the manager for the England club decided that, or the coach for the England club decided that he was going to try to be the smart guy in the room and make some substitutions and put in guys that were supposed to be good at penalty kicks. Mind you, they haven't played the whole game. All right? So you got all these players who've been on the pitch and, just been going nuts. Let me bring in these subs, and put them into the most high intensity moment I can think of.
I don't know enough about soccer, so I don't know if they're scrubs or not. But I don't know.
No, I'm joking. Of course they're not scrubs.
I don't know. But I know
anytime you get, especially a country like England, their reserve players are usually pretty good players.
I know that if I'm a coach, I want my most experienced players to be at the end.
Well, what about the guys that actually brought you to that 1-1 draw?
Yeah, but so the young kids, if they're gonna do the shootout, they're gonna shoot. Then they should have been in the beginning, the first shot. I don't know about soccer. I don't know if the best player goes first or the best player goes last.
It's ironic you say that. So they put them for the final 3
that's what I'm
shots.
saying. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it's set
up. They put them for the final 3 shots. All right. All 3 miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Either miss or I think the goalie made a save.
Yeah.
Regardless. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I already have seen stories and I've actually read a lot about wild things, especially in soccer, where these players from like England or other, diverse cities go to these other areas and they've thrown bananas on the field.
It's insane.
They've thrown some wild,
the
like,
racist stuff
sick
they have
things.
We were just talking about how Philly is crazy, and no, it's different out there, dude. They get death threats.
Yeah, the minute I saw those 3 kids, and mind you, one of them was in his teens.
Yeah,
or
18
his
years
bananas. The minute that I saw that they were minorities, I knew it was a wrap for these guys. I knew that they were going to be harassed, death threats, and all kind of wild racist things, because that doesn't surprise me in Europe at all.
It was sad, and after the game, these guys on social media, the racist stuff. I think there was a mural of one of them. They started putting a bunch of racist things on it. It was sad. It was a sad day. I will say though that the social media, I believe Facebook and IG and Twitter, said that they were gonna investigate and they were gonna eliminate these people from. But you just make another page.
Yeah. That, number one, you can make another page. Number two, you're not doing anything to really help the issue.
Bring them up on like criminal charges, stuff like that. So I don't know.
Allegedly, we'll see. We'll see. It exactly. It sounds great, but we'll see. I just think when it came to racial issues in Europe, that didn't surprise me. I was actually disappointed, bro.
Yeah. Man, hopefully, it gets past it.
Yeah, drop your username and password so I can watch some Space Jam.
Oh yeah. Look at that. You see that? He wants to use me.
Yo, he didn't even say text it to me. He was like, drop it. Just drop it in the chat.
Bruh.
Man.
This is what I have family for.
Yo, that was awesome, bro.
Talk about family. Richard Sherman, former Niner, in the news for domestic violence. Supposedly he was intoxicated.
Well, we gotta clarify. When they say domestic violence, they just mean like not
family. It was a family
that was
issue.
a family issue, basically. Yeah, exactly.
So he went to his. Supposedly he went off on his wife, and there's video actually of him going to his in-laws' house and banging on the door and making threats. He recently came out and apologized. I am deeply remorseful for my actions on Tuesday night. I behaved in a manner I am not proud of. I have been dealing with some personal challenges over the last several months, but that is not an excuse for how I acted. The importance of mental and emotional health is extremely real, and I vow to get the help I need. I appreciate all the people who have reached out in support of me and my family, including our community here in Seattle. I am grateful to have such an amazing wife, family, and support system to lean on during this time. So he got hit with like 5 misdemeanors. I'm trying to see exactly what it is.
And he got the dog sick on him.
The dog.
Yo, they sick the dog. Yo, bro, let me tell you, man. If they sick the dog on you, you know you was having a bad night. I'll just say this. I was surprised, man. When I heard his name, of all people, I was extremely surprised and extremely disappointed because if anyone knows anything about Richard Sherman, he's actually a really bright, intelligent guy.
He was drunk.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you, I don't care what anybody says, man. If you don't think alcohol impairs your decision making, he is the case and point right there. Yeah. Because you're talking about literally probably one of the brightest guys in the NFL, and it was so disappointing to see his name associated with that behavior.
I think it shows the human side of it.
Yeah.
You know, we all.
Yep.
Everybody has had a mental breakdown. You don't know what exactly was going on between him and his wife. Not to say that the behavior is excusable, but you really don't know what happened.
No, of course. Well, first of all, when we saw the video, he was definitely pissed. So something definitely set him off.
Go to your in-laws and bang on the door.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Hopefully it can get worked out. But obviously he was charged with a felony charge. Then he went to court and the judge brought it down to misdemeanor charges. Hopefully he can get past this. I think this may be the end of his career, and it's for a simple reason. With the NFL, because they don't want that shield to be tarnished.
What does it stand for?
What
does the NFL stand for? Not for long. The NFL stands for not for long, bro. A lot of people don't know that the NFL stands for not for long. So that wouldn't surprise me.
The average career is what, 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what the NFL stands for. So
the players that get second and third chances, like Josh Gordon, it's because of their talent, because they still at an elite level. Once your talent starts diminishing, then you don't get breaks.
This is the only point that I will say that I think he still gets another shot, because on the field he's a very bright player. Also, I think you can still bring him in as that extra safety too. I think he still has the ability to be a ball hawk.
He has to want to do that.
No, correct.
He has to want to do that.
He definitely has to want to do that.
People like Rod Woodson, they changed their positions later on. Champ Bailey, these guys changed later on.
But he likes, clearly, if you look at the way he lowered the shoulder into that door, dude, he still likes to hit. So if you look at the way he lowered the boom,
think about it.
The Legion of Boom on that door.
If Darrell Revis would have said, "I'm going to play safety," he probably going to play 4 more years.
But he's not that type of corner. Richard Sherman is that type of corner, big, physical, and definitely.
Revis could do anything on the field, dude.
I didn't say he couldn't. I'm just saying his frame and the type of player
you gotta
that he is.
You gotta have that mentality. So when Revis left, he left knowing that I think he was on Tampa Bay. His
better days were behind him.
Yeah. So now you have to decide: am I going to be a nickelback, or am I going to be a safety to prolong my career, to keep my career going? And he said, "Nah, screw that. I made money. I'm out of here."
Yeah. But I think it was that too. So when they as the NFL always does, they you know what? We don't want to pay that, and then they cut you. So the only money that he was going to get was, like you said, less money. And do you want to play another position?
But that's what I'm saying about Sherman. I don't know. Sherman is the same way. I think Sherman still believes in himself as a talent. I don't know if I think his better days are behind him.
I still say like somebody like Seattle, somebody will pick him up and convince him to keep playing.
I thought he was coming back to the Niners. I thought we was going to get him back, to be honest with you.
No. But what I'm saying is, even if it's the Niners, what I'm saying is somebody where he wants to play is gonna say
it's not that I think he can get a gig. He has to recognize his value. His value is no longer as an elite cornerback. I don't know if he's a number 2 either.
I don't know if he'll openly admit that, but I think he would know that. He would know. You have to know that.
These guys never know.
Yeah, you're right. But
Tim Tebow still thinks he got it.
Incidences like this, unfortunately, have a way of humbling you.
Hopefully,
and I believe he'll definitely.
Hopefully, I think Richard Sherman is a good player. He seems like a good guy.
If there's a lesson here, all right, there's cameras everywhere now. All right, the Ring camera is probably like one of the highest selling devices anywhere. So,
and in some communities, the police department have access to those rings.
If you're gonna pick up anything from our show, guys, it's let's be smarter with our criminal activity, all right? And understand that there's a camera everywhere, bro. All right?
Out of all Things you can say, get for the show. You can tell them to be better criminals.
Be better criminals, people. Come on, man.
This guy is
Be
insane.
better criminals, girl.
Look, we're talking about criminals. I don't know if this was criminal, but it was hilarious. The Victoria's Secret Karen.
Oh my God, bro!
Guys, if you guys haven't seen the Victoria's Secret,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yo,
yo. So Victoria's Secret Karen. Let me see if I find her actual name.
we don't
talk
even
about
deserve to talk about her name. Who cares? Another crazy,
Anyway, another crazy
Karen,
Caucasian.
another crazy Karen caught wilding out, bro. So this is the part that is disturbing, and it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time.
Hold on.
Every time you get these situations on video, if the script was flipped or the role was reversed and it was a Hispanic or black or anybody else other than a white person acting like that, do you have any idea how like the way she was able to continue to act and yell and scream and just be a lunatic, all right, without somebody coming and like restraining her or just like, you know, taking control of the situation?
Hold on. It gets better.
Oh, I know it does. I think it was in New Jersey.
The story
too.
gets better. The story gets better. So the woman who was so the Karen, remember, they what happened was there was a woman that was looking at underwear, and this Karen like jumped in front of her to grab the underwear. This is what the story was.
Yeah.
When she did that, the woman that was there said, "What are you doing?" And she pushed her, and it looks like she goes to attack her. She has her phone on.
Yeah.
That's when Karen goes into full blown
insanity. That was the hilarious part.
Insanity.
Was the minute that she started recording her, she lost her mind.
So the Nigerian woman started a GoFundMe to get a lawyer. So she's raised up to $85,000. The white woman is suing her.
Of course.
Because she's saying what she did
was illegal.
Caused her to give her cause a panic attack.
Yeah.
And she said that she was going insane because of her recording, she was afraid that she was going to lose her apartment and she was going to lose her job.
Yeah, as she should.
As she should. So she's suing her. So this woman, she started a GoFundMe page which has $85,000. She's gonna get a real good lawyer
we
for
need
that
to
shit.
share that GoFundMe. We need to share that GoFundMe because it was crazy, bro.
Imagine it was a setup to get $85,000 for a lawyer. Jesus, that's a really expensive lawyer. So
well, unfortunately,
the police.
She's gonna need to spend a lot of it.
The woman says she has an anxiety disorder and was anxious about this woman recording her, and she was afraid she was gonna lose her job or her apartment.
So she continued to act like a psychotic Karen.
She felt that she was in danger, and that's why she acted the way she acted. I mean, this is
if anybody has toddlers or has recently had toddlers, that was the meltdown. If you ever had a toddler in a mall and they're just tired and they're cranky and they just start, they would lay down on the floor and they start wailing and kicking and screaming. That's what that Karen was acting like, bro. It was bananas.
All right, I
want my toy.
I misspoke. So the Karen is not suing her. The Nigerian lady, whose last name is Ukenta, she is suing the mall.
Absolutely,
and the police.
Yeah, they did not do anything about it. Yeah.
So she wanted to get a lawyer. So she's suing the mall. That's what it is. So I misspoke.
Yeah,
Karen's not doing anything. She
absolutely.
So people are getting that because she's saying that the lady was chasing her.
That's my point.
It looked like 10 minutes she chased her.
That's my point.
And
like openly chasing after the woman, right? And then just acting like a lunatic, and nobody's doing anything about it, bro. Like I've seen blacks, Hispanics, and everyone else get pepper sprayed for less.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, come on, bro.
And you know what's crazy? Think about it like this: somebody's chasing you like that, right? What if she would have punched her in her face? I'm talking about she would have punched Karen in her face.
No, but exactly. And what happens, right? You're just defending yourself. You got this crazy lady coming up to you trying to grab.
You're gonna get arrested.
Exactly.
And then
exactly.
And then they'll show. Then you get the video later on.
That's my point.
Did you see the other Karen, the mailbox Karen?
Ooh, no, that's another one. You gotta share that with me. I didn't see
Okay,
that.
so this lady steals a package from Amazon. Steals it.
Okay.
The guy's recording her saying, "Why did you take my package?"
Why are you taking my package? Yeah.
And she says, there's been you've been getting a lot of packages lately, and it's too mysterious. So I'm confiscating this one. He's like, what? So he goes to grab his package from her, and she throws stuff on the floor. Oh my God! He hit me! He assaulted me! And she starts rolling on the floor, and he's recording her. Oh, call the cops, call 911. He hurt me. He's assaulted me. All he did was grab the box out of her hand.
That was his, by the way.
That was his.
That was his box, by the way.
Dude, you can't make this shit up, man.
Oh man,
you can't make this shit up.
Listen, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, a lot of people
are losing their fucking.
A lot of people are losing their mind, man.
Frigid mind. Excuse me, frigid
yes,
mind.
thank you.
Try to stay away from the F-bombs.
Stay away from the F-bombs. The YouTube police is watching.
Yeah, we gotta stay away from the F-bombs. In funny news, well, this it's funny, but it's actually pretty bad news. Let me see my.
Wait, I want to know if anybody out there has ever experienced a Karen situation or a Karen-like situation before, just getting some coffee or just doing some normal activity, and you got a crazy person to deal with. Like, what the hell's wrong with?
I haven't experienced it. Thank God. I don't even want to experience.
I mean, at this point, the way it feels like it's bound to happen. You get a bagel Karen experience, going to Knickerbocker Bagel, and you just trying to get your breakfast, just trying to be a fat ass, and then you got to deal with a bagel Karen.
All right, so this is what I wanted to talk about. So, let me not say this is funny because this is actually kind of foul. In Cleveland,
if it's foul, it's probably funny.
Yeah, it is. In Cleveland, a hospital admits to accidentally transplanting a kidney to the wrong person.
Oh my God,
dude!
I'm actually gonna lie. I'm not surprised by that. A
patient at University Hospital's Cleveland Medical Center received a kidney transplant intended for another person.
Oh
the hospital is now investigating how the mix-up happened, and 2 caregivers have been placed on administrative leave. Now, you guys have to understand the process when it comes to getting organs transplanted. You have to have the same blood type. It has to be able. Your body has to accept it.
Yeah, there's so.
So if you put in the wrong kidney. Dude,
bruh,
kill that person. So
so wait, I need more details on this case. Like, did they keep how you can't undo that? I mean, can you undo that? I don't even know.
I don't know if you can do that.
They need the Thanos. They need the Thanos. Snap the kidney back in.
They need to remember the
Adam Sandler movie
with the remote.
Oh, click the remote.
They need to rewind.
They need to rewind it and put the kidney back in. Yo, that's bananas, bro.
What do you do if you're the family of that person, or if you're that person?
Yo, wait, hold on. I'll do you one better. What if you were there to pick up that person, and you're like, yo, they said they were gonna be out in a couple of hours, bro.
What if you did to get like your appendix taken out?
Yeah. Oh man, bro. And you got a whole new kidney now. You got a whole new kidney now. You're like, yo.
Listen, they don't really get into who the patients were, and I think they can't because of HIPAA. But whoever they are, if you're alive, you just became an instant millionaire.
Oh, I would argue.
And they got.
I would argue 10 times over, maybe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of money.
The lawyers are gonna be feasting on this.
Yeah.
If they lived, because. Even if
if they died, I think you can talk about it. I think in the news
they wouldn't talk about because they'll talk about the death of the person.
Yeah,
so
exactly. They can't talk about the actual person, but they can say that the person died.
So but people that get kidney transplants, if your body doesn't respond to it, you still can die. So your body has to accept the organ coming in. So there's complications. You got to take medication for it.
Yeah.
So for them to put. Hopefully.
Well, wait. How can they fill that prescription? It wasn't meant for them. Now let me stop.
Bruh.
How can they fill that prescription? It's not in their name.
Oh man. Whatever. All right.
Oh man.
Oh, since we laughing,
wait. So the person that was supposed to get the kidney.
Oh man.
And say that the person that got the is a Browns fan.
Let's keep with
they say you guys are awful in a good way. It's the truth though, man. You know, you like so for some shit like that to happen to you, you gotta be a Browns fan, bro. Only a Cleveland Browns fan.
Let's keep with the humor. About a week ago, maybe longer than that. Chloe posted a pic of herself in like a bikini, whatever, and Lamar wrote "hottie" and put a bunch of emojis next to it. So Tristan responded, "This is probably the funniest thing I've ever heard in a long time."
Yeah.
So Tristan responded, "This is his answer. God brought you back the first time. Play if you want. Different results."
Yeah. That was pretty funny. But it's also like
Lamar has since he responded, and he said he is a black man. He's in the NBA, so we're fraternity brothers at the end of the day.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was an easy bail.
I was thinking more like I hit it first. I was thinking more
Should've
like
went that route.
Yeah, I thought he was going to
Ray
go
J
like
route?
more like I hit it first. You're gonna go to Ray J route.
But you know Ray J did
and it's seamless. It falls right in.
Yeah,
it's all Kardashians.
But you know, Ray J didn't hit it first.
No, I'm joking. I was just saying it falls right in line.
Ray J want to say, "Yeah, I hit it first." No, you didn't, brother.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. I think Nick Cannon was smoking that before you played.
I think a lot of people were smoking that before.
Smoking those boots. In other news,
she was hanging out with Paris, half of Europe, probably.
Yeah, word. Probably did. Slade. What do you think about this? So Netflix announced that starting early next year, they're gonna have video games available. So does this officially make Netflix the new blockbuster?
You know what it is? How about just focus on making more good content? I don't need video games. I need more good Netflix series.
You know what I'm starting to realize? Like the best Netflix series are like the foreign ones.
Those are awesome.
Those be the best ones.
I've been watching Lupin.
Lupin's dope.
Lupin
so season 2?
Yeah, I'm watching that now. I'm in the middle of that right now.
It's good. But I mean, how would they get the gaming? Like, I'm assuming you have to pay extra to get the games. Right?
No, it's probably going to be part of the subscription or something. It's just in response to Apple. Apple's like everything is always in response to Apple.
But didn't Netflix have games before?
I don't remember that.
But yeah,
I had Netflix
they would mail you the game.
Oh no,
that was Netflix when it first came out.
No, that was another. Are
you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. It was another like subscription service that would send you the games. But I know what you're talking about. I don't believe it was Netflix. You can look it up. I know there was a service like that. I know this because I actually signed up for a couple months.
You get like 5
I used to
games,
get the games. I used to get the games.
That's returned in like 6 months.
And
you never
it was the same bad decision like that I made with every other video game that I have, and I don't touch it. It just sits there.
Oh my god.
I don't. I joked around.
I was gifted my PlayStation. I didn't even turn it
on. I turned on my PlayStation just to update like all the games and make sure they're actually playable, and then I saw that it said May something. I think it was literally like over 2 months. May something was the last time that I actually logged into 2K.
Dude, May something. I think I got you beat. I'm lying. I turned it on. What was it? I turned it on about a week ago, but not to play, like to do the updates. But I wanted to watch a movie on the PlayStation.
Okay.
So that's why I turned it on. I'm like, and it was.
But at least you're using it. My PlayStation is like a paperweight right now. I use my PS4. I don't use the PS5. Okay.
Because when
you're still on that. You're still
no. My PS5 is in the living room. So when I'm in the room and I want to watch a movie, I watch a pirated movie. I'm not risking fucking up my PlayStation 5. Fridging up my PlayStation 5. So I do the PS4.
Wait. You still seeing the DVD, CD, DVD, CD? You still seeing that?
No, I go to like websites like Movies 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. But I mean that's still almost just as bad.
But they have a lot of spamware.
But if they have the movie in good,
I'm only watching
HD quality, then I'll rock with that.
I'm not watching a bootleg movie. What? I got a $3,000 TV. I'm gonna watch a bootleg movie.
No, listen. So just to give you an instance, it's not really you. It's usually the kids. Like my son went through this phase where I kept trying to explain to him, like, Papa, don't watch that. It's trash. I'll get you a better. Yeah. He didn't want to hear it. He's like, I just want to see the movie. He didn't care.
Your son has an old soul.
Yeah, he really does. He has an old soul. He has an old soul.
We watched
the
movie,
an old soul.
And somebody was watching it with us.
Like, yeah, exactly. You see somebody walk through. Yeah, exactly.
Come on,
you see somebody like walk through the movie. Like, yo, what the hell? Like, I can't remember the last time I seen that actually happen, But yeah, it's definitely, my son has watched those poor quality.
Listen,
To him, he don't care.
Because they get the gist of it. They
Yeah, exactly.
See, me, I'm at the point where I've got the TV for a reason. I want the shit to look off the hook.
I
You know what I'm saying?
100%,
Like-
100% agree with you.
Like we went, we went to the movies the other day. What the damn? The movie was that bad. I forgot what we saw.
Well, you should speak about. You said Black Widow was.
Okay. Let me. All right. So, what did we went to the? I went to the movies the other day with my girl.
Was it really that bad, or was it the way that you view female rappers?
No, all right.
Was it that bad?
Okay.
Or you just now you anti-female actors?
No, I'm
or?
trying to figure out. Oh, we went and watched The Purge. That's when we went and watched The Purge.
Oh, The Purge.
It was
The Purge.
good. It was
you
actually
said
good.
that was good. Yeah, I was
good.
gonna say.
It was
Okay,
good.
all right.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, my brain is so. You would think I smoke. My brain is always so fried. So Black Widow. Okay, it's not that Black Widow wasn't a good movie, but Marvel has set the bar so high.
Yes. You did say that. I'm sorry.
That it's like,
you did say that. Yes.
You got movies like Winter Soldier is one of my favorite movies. You got Endgame. Like, this is the first movie after Endgame, right? Or Spider-Man came after Endgame?
No, I think there was a couple of movies after.
No, I think Endgame is the last one because that ended the whole that.
Oh, you might be right. I've been watching
It's the
Marvel
shows.
series.
It's the
Yeah,
shows,
the
though.
shows. Yeah,
But even the shows.
the shows are awesome.
WandaVision was great. We're gonna get into Loki in a second.
Awesome.
Captain America and Falcon, that was good. It was a lot of action. And Loki, which we're gonna get into in a little bit, it's different. Black Widow, okay, it has its parts. There's the last fight scene. They're like in the sky fighting. That was ill.
Okay.
The fight scenes are good. It's a predominantly female cast. So even the villain who fights is a female.
Okay.
Taskmaster, Taskmaster, I think is the villain. So
Okay, so it's female lead,
It's
female
villain.
villain. Okay.
the guy from Stranger Things plays like her dad, but not really her dad. I don't want to spoil alert it.
Okay.
It's definitely worth a watch. It's not something that, like, it's not garbage.
It wasn't what
But it's
Marvel
not-
has set the bar at.
But it's not garbage. Like, it's,
Okay.
it's definitely entertaining. You're definitely gonna like it. Marvel definitely once again did a thing.
Would you go to the movies to see it?
Well, I bought it for $30. It would have been cheaper for me to go to the movies.
No. Wrong. Are you kidding me? My nachos and icy is $30 in the movies. It would not have been cheaper for you.
Because we went to Williamsburg. We paid $14 a ticket. That's $28. You're right.
I think you bugging.
Yeah, it was like $40.
Then you get to the food and
Yeah,
bro,
it was like
you
$45.
crazy?
Yeah, it was like $50
it's like $100 to go to the movies now.
And
more.
I get to watch it whenever I want now because I already have it. Once you buy it on
Premier Access.
That's it. Now you got it.
That's why he's asking for your login over here.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No, he wants to watch Space Jam. Space Jam dropped to the HBO Max.
Okay, yeah, but don't you have to have Premier Access for that too? Or
No,
is that-
HBO Max is
Okay, good. I'll watch it then.
Yeah, I was-
First of all, hold on. If you're gonna watch Space Jam and think that it's gonna live up to the original, you're gonna get hit with a.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I think they're trying to hype it so bad. I think it's gonna get.
I mean, just think about this, right?
They didn't get that much hype. The original movie was just a release.
But
It
just
never
think about
got
this.
that much hype.
Even the soundtrack was incredible. I think the
Exactly.
soundtrack won a Grammy.
That's what I'm saying.
I Believe I Can Fly won like a
I'm
Grammy
just-
for the best song.
I'm just preparing people. I'm just saying.
My kids are in Florida. I wanted to watch that so bad with my son.
Yeah.
But my son is already calling me, Dad, I want to watch. So I'm not gonna watch it with him. So I'm really upset that I'm gonna miss that with my son.
Wait, why are you gonna miss it?
Because he's in Florida, he wants to watch it like now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going there in
Hold on.
2
First
weeks.
of all, I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna tell you why right now. You know how? So I've seen Loki with my son. You know how I watch it? He sits and watches it with me. He already seen the episode. Daddy, I want to watch Loki with you. He watches it, bro.
He blows it up.
No, he don't say nothing. That's the one thing I'll give him. He doesn't say anything about it. But this dude is mad sneaky on the low, bro. Yo, he wakes up in the morning on Wednesday, watches it. Yo, first thing he does. I'm like, yo, you
That's
watched the
kids for
episode
you, though.
already?
That's kids
I
for you,
know,
though.
my son is hilarious.
Because my
bro.
son was like that with Mandalorian.
He's hilarious, bro.
He loves Mandalorian.
I'm
So
like,
he watching Mandalorian and he was like,
yeah, that's first of all, amazing.
It was a
Can't
very
wait.
good show.
I
I
can't
can't wait for the next
wait.
season.
Can't wait.
all right, before we get out of here, we got to talk about the probably being a New Yorker versus we had Jada and Fab,
Okay.
but now we got Dipset and the Locks. I don't see how either one of them can win.
You don't see how either one of them can win? I mean, first of all, you
It's
talk
just
about
the track list.
iconic.
Dude, it's gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Like when they play one song, the only thing that I'm gonna say is
Hold on, don't both of them have features with Weezy? I'm just curious to see who like. I don't know.
But listen,
touch it or not.
No.
Woo!
Hold on, but listen.
Woo!
No, but listen. You do Dipset can do. There's 20 songs, right?
Yeah.
So you do 5 songs.
Okay.
Dipset, 5 songs Jewels, 5 songs Cam, 5 songs Jim Jones.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
And the Locks can do probably something similar.
Yeah.
I don't see how the winner's gonna be us because
the winner is definitely
gonna be
be us, depending on how they have been taking care of themselves and how their performance goes.
They're gonna be good. You see, if they all work out, they're gonna be good.
Yeah, but you still need that good stage presence. I mean, I don't.
The only thing that was gonna mess me up is this. Swizz Beatz did 2 verses.
Yeah.
So we got all that Locks content that he played.
Yeah.
Jada did a verse. So we got all that Jada that we played.
Yeah.
So now they're doing another verses. It's gonna seem like it's
gonna
gonna be saturated
repetitive
with the same shit.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think the fans are just going for. They're just gonna try to keep score and tally.
But this is what I'm saying. So Dipset is gonna come. They're gonna play their bangers. They haven't been on any verses, so it's gonna be all fresh to us. When Jadakiss, when they start playing their songs, I just hope that they take into effect that we've heard your music in 3 battles already.
Yeah, I
so
get that.
Hopefully,
I don't think it was the Locks though, because it was
when Swizz Beatz was playing the Rough Rider stuff. It was Locks. It was a lot of Locks stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. But this stuff that was pre-Swiss, I mean,
no.
it's gonna get interesting.
I'm not saying that
because you start getting into the Lock stuff when they were on Bad Boy. You can pull out some stuff.
Of course, like Money, Power, Respect. You do a lot of things.
No. Forget about that. I'm talking about like the P Diddy album. Like
yeah.
Like you can start pulling out some real heavy like.
But what I'm
the Black Rob album, that track, like yo, bro. It's
gonna
get interesting.
And Styles P has a lot of content by himself.
Exactly.
Sheik, believe it or not, has a lot of content by himself too. So it could be. I just hope that they take that. They take that to effect that they understand that we've heard a lot of these songs already in these battles. So I don't want to, because
that's why I said showmanship is going to be key in this. Showmanship is going to be key.
Like Jadakiss, I think Jadakiss got the best out of Fab because of the playlist. Because Fab had bangers that he was not playing.
Why don't we want to talk about that? Fab was very polite to Jada.
He had so much more
Jada
bangers.
Was drunk. Jada was so drunk.
But that got nothing to do with your catalog.
No. I'm not talking about that. Fab didn't want to do him dirty. He knew he was drunk. Like Fab could have.
Nah, that what got to do with your playlist for your songs? Jada, by the way, was hilarious.
Nah, they're cool with each other.
Jada started rapping Fab songs.
That's why I said he was fading. He was fading.
Jada drunk was fantastic.
So this is gonna be a concert, right?
It's a concert at the Garden.
A concert at the Garden. That's what I think to me is so dope about it. It's something that started out during the pandemic is now turning into a concert.
But the thing is that is it gonna be the big stage in the Garden or the little stage in the Garden?
Who cares? It's probably going to be the little room. Who cares?
No, but it's
How
not
about
that. I'm just saying.
We win as the fans, like you said.
Of course, but if that's the case,
I highly
I wonder
doubt
how the sound is going to be.
I highly doubt it's going to be
big stage.
Madison Square. Because
it is Madison Square.
No. I'm talking about like
the big one, yeah.
The Garden.
Like the Bad Bunny, where Bad Bunny's going to be.
That's what I was just going to say. No, actually, he's not. I think he's doing Barclays. A lot of people are not doing the Garden because the money just doesn't work. So how, if you got real big time artists that are not performing at the Garden, how is a Versus going to fill the Garden?
Oh, that's
I
easy.
can't see that.
Triller.
I mean,
they have a shit ton of sponsors now. I think it's still on Apple, right?
I
know it's Triller for sure.
Of course.
Triller, Apple. They got sponsors. They got Ciroc. They got a shitload of sponsors. They're gonna be all right.
I'm just saying. I don't know. This is gonna get interesting. I can see there's gonna be a lot of citizens ringing at the Garden. Are you crazy? As somebody that grew up in that era, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
This is somebody that's showing up to the Garden with a blade tucked somewhere just because. Just because. They're gonna have a blade tucked somewhere just because, bro. All right.
And on that note, I think we talked about everything.
Yes.
All right, so Isaac is going on vacation, as am I.
Yes.
So we're going to be off about
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Let me make sure I get there we go. 2 weeks.
So we'll be 2 weeks
2 weeks,
off.
guys. We'll be off for 2 weeks. Everybody deserves a little summer break, as do we.
Especially with all the moving pieces that's
Yeah,
been going
for
on.
real, bro.
Literally moving pieces.
Yeah, literally moving pieces for me.
And
Literally.
I want to go. I need to go get some sun, jump in the pool.
Yes, facts.
So 2 weeks, guys.
Facts. And you need to go watch
What?
Space Jam with your son.
I've been knowing him. He probably seen 2 or 3
That's
times before I
fine.
watch
You
it.
can watch it again with him. That's okay.
Papi, I love you. So yeah, I'm
Yes,
gonna watch it too.
facts.
On that note,
Thank you, guys. Thank you, man. Peace.
What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
We always got to shout out Frank. Hippolito, my brother. Forever on this.
Hip on the beat.
Hip on the beat.
What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
Frank, we love you, baby. Thank you.
Pookie, what's good, baby?